Hey guys, it's Shay. Welcome back to my channel, Shades of Injustice, where we talk all things social justice, including but not limited to relationships, sexual assault, domestic violence, BLM, racism, and so much more. There have been a lot of powerful men since 2016 who have been accused, or there have been allegations against them for sexual abuse. That's been really troubling me this past year and a half, is that the people who have been calling this a witch hunt, not thinking about what these men have done and how their actions have affected their victims. Now, this is not a witch hunt. These are brave women and young ladies who are getting the courage to stand up to these people who have wrongly mishandled and misused their bodies against their consent. It's really hard to think about, because when you think about the history of the United States, or the history of women and men, women never really had the opportunity or had the voices to speak up and speak out against these injustices that are happening to them. And now they are getting the courage and getting their voices, which is awesome. And I'm so happy. I'm so proud to stand by these women who are standing up and standing against sexual abuse. I want to name a few people who have been in the spotlight and who has accusations against them. Some of the people that we have seen being accused: Larry Nassar, Harvey Weinstein, Matt Lauer, Ben Affleck, Andy Dick, Kevin Spacey, Mark Halpern, Israel Horvitz, Charlie Rose, Al Franken, Aziz Ansari, Roy Rice, Russell Simmons, Patrick Meehan, and the list goes on and on and on. Harvey Weinstein was accused of sexual abuse last year in 2017, and after him, 71 men were accused of sexual abuse. In 2016, Larry Nassar was accused of sexual abuse. Unfortunately, this was not the first time that Larry Nassar was accused. His allegations go back as far as the 90s. He was an athletic trainer for the USA gymnastics team. He also taught and practiced at Michigan State since '97. What's really hard to think about is that these young girls and these young women who came out and reported to Michigan State and reported to USA Gymnastics that Larry Nassar was doing these things, and nobody did anything. Nobody thought that what they were saying was true because he was in power, because of his name, because of what he did, because of who he worked with and worked for. That just goes to show how when you are in power, when somebody else says something, it doesn't mean jack diddly squat. Finally, somebody is listening. Finally, somebody is saying, let's listen to what these women and these young girls are saying. Let's figure out what is actually going on. Let's do something about these accusations that are coming out. Finally. In 2015, Larry Nassar abruptly stepped down from the USA Gymnastics team as the athletic trainer. Then in 2016, the sexual assault allegations started pouring in. People were able to put two and two together. There were so many young girls that he sexually assaulted, even a family friend for 6 years, a family friend's child for 6 years, and nobody thought that he could do anything like this because he worked with young girls, making sure that they're able to come back and play whatever sport they were playing, whether gymnastics or softball, track, whatever the sport was. He focused on making sure these injuries did not inhibit them from playing the sport that they so loved. It's so frustrating to hear these accusations and these allegations and then hear that they've been coming out for so long and nobody did anything. The past few years, a lot of people have been coming out and saying and standing up for their rights as survivors of sexual assault. But unfortunately, this is not the first time that this has happened. And people are seeing these men for who they really are. What's also very troubling is that every man, for the most part, almost every man who has had allegations against them have denied it. They denied it, thinking that, oh, because of who I am, because of the power that I have that's behind my name, this is just gonna wash under the rug. If you wanna know why it's so hard for people to come out and actually say when they've been victims of sexual abuse, it goes to women are not believed. Their stories are not heard. Their stories are swept under the rug. It's time to stop saying, oh, this is a witch hunt. It's time to start rallying behind survivors of sexual abuse and sexual harassment. It's time to start saying, I understand where you're coming from. I listen to you. I hear you. It's time to start believing women. If you have been a victim of sexual assault, there's a hotline that you can call. You can reach out to somebody and try to find out what the next steps are for you. You can also go to your local emergency room to try to get assistance. Please call and get the help that you need. So I want you to know, if you've been a victim or you are a survivor, you are not alone. You have people who are here to listen to you. Thank you for listening today. Stay tuned for the next video. Talk to you guys soon.